I wanna hear some good music. I wanna hear some good music. It's all about good music.
This is Keisha Thompson. I'm all about good music, and this is Young Jazz.
The stars glanced down and professed us to be jazz, timeless rule breakers of classics. And as we paralleled in octavic curves, the people in the top row thought we were covering Miles Davis, cool and collected. But we walk in A minors and we cry C sharps, major discords and broken G strings, sitting in a cross-hatched room wondering where the sinner man runs to. He comes to me with his shadow tossed over his shoulder and shares his story in pieces. The pieces of this man would make Gil Scott-Heron proud, but the pieces of this man haven't won me over. I hear simplistic drones run over by my fingers, tapping bossa nova tempos, looking to the stars like Melody Gardot, wishing that they were mine. We slit our wrists and we painted the town, and we ran straight into the risk of drowning, gaping stab wounds from Cupid's arrow. We had no time to care for tomorrow. Cause when you're this happy, you're feeling balmed for death. Yeah, we spilt strongbow and mocked it up with lust, convinced this was love, that this was us. We played with friction, lulling a spark that would say sonnets across young hearts. We created fiction with the skin we had shed, the horrors of virginity and lonely beds. You hollowed me out and filled in with thrusts, the pretense of love, the state of us. Our spectacles could attract voyeurs from Leeds, but we hum the Beatles mantra, this love our only need. Avarice and fool's gold, media clones, playlists of sex, drugs, rock and roll, and all the time the ninth cloud was collecting dust and casting a shadow of disposable trust, because this was a quickie, this was rushed, and when the Polaroid dried it didn't look like us. Adrenaline settling, a felon in this metal tin, a love shack built to blossom in, forgetting we're only petal thin. You said I'm such a pretty thing, dusting my nose with ketamine. I took a rest, chest to chin, not knowing if I could do this again, because this was a quickie. This was rushed, and when the Polaroid dried it didn't look like us. This was a quickie. This was rushed, and when the Polaroid dried it didn't look like us. Little drip drop falling on my zinc roof today. Maybe it's my dreams, they're calling out to play. Maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, and maybe it's the rain. Falling on my zinc roof today. Maybe it's my dreams, they're calling out to play. Maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, or maybe it's the rain. Little drip drop falling on my zinc roof today. Maybe it's my dreams, they're calling out to play. Maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, or maybe it's the rain. Little drip drop falling on my zinc roof today. Maybe it's my dreams, they're calling out to play. Maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, maybe it's Sundays, or maybe it's the red.
Want to check you out? Where can you go and check you out on your music?
On Facebook, I've got a page called Keisha Thompson, aka She Be Kiki. I'm not really using that moniker just yet, but it's there. It's waiting for me. And Twitter, Kiki_Tom, Tom with a H. And I've got a SoundCloud. But if you follow my Twitter and my Facebook, you'll pretty much get onto everything else. So yeah.